Hello, hope you're doing well. Welcome to this week's episode of Plan B. I sincerely hope that wherever you currently are, you are exceptionally well and in excellent health, and that you will continue to wholeheartedly support your very own fantastic show, Plan B. Please kindly help us out immensely by enthusiastically liking, subscribing, and generously sharing this valuable program with all of your cherished friends and acquaintances. Let's quickly get to last week's significant developments surrounding the nation of Iran and its recent activities. As you personally witnessed after the truly historic meeting between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump in Alaska regarding the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia, just 2 short days later, NATO leaders and Volodymyr Zelensky, the current president of Ukraine, gathered in Washington to discuss the crucial negotiations between Trump and Putin about achieving lasting peace and ultimately ending the devastating war. This current situation strongly reminds me of a very significant and notable summit that took place in the year 1979, specifically on the island of Guadeloupe. This particular gathering was a crucial event in international relations. At that summit, world leaders gathered and established a new order in the world, and after that, the 1979 Iranian Revolution took place. It seems that financial exchanges and economic interactions in various parts of Asia, and especially within the strategically important Middle East region, will also be significantly affected and profoundly impacted by the ongoing and protracted current war between Ukraine and Russia. In fact, with the increased and more prominent presence of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, and the United States of America in the broader region, particularly in the historically significant Caucasus area, Russia's long-standing influence is steadily diminishing, and a new geopolitical order is highly likely to emerge and solidify in the region compared to the dynamics observed in previous years. But then, after the 12-day war between Iran, Israel, and the United States, and the implicit ceasefire agreement that took place, without any negotiations or written document, the Islamic Republic still adamantly insists on its deeply entrenched positions. When the high-ranking officials of the Islamic Republic definitively decided that the international inspectors from the agency should completely and permanently leave Iran, and they subsequently filed a serious criminal case against Rafael Grossi, the esteemed Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, in their own Iranian courts, the officials of the Islamic Republic also vociferously chanted aggressive slogans about brutally killing him and unequivocally called him a treacherous traitor to their nation. The Austrian government significantly increased his personal protection, and he is now continuously under very special and heightened security by dedicated Austrian security forces. At a time when there are talks about the return of the atomic energy inspectors to Iran, and today, members of parliament also took a stance on this issue. However, the members of parliament received a response from the Speaker of the Parliament, Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, and Abbas Araghchi, stating that these arrangements are being made under the supervision of the Supreme National Security Council. Following the significant deadline that was given to Iran by the European Troika, specifically Germany, the United Kingdom, and France, regarding the crucial JCPOA issue and the associated snapback mechanism, today, after the extensive political negotiations that took place between Iranian and European representatives in Geneva, we regrettably saw that these important talks did not yield any positive or constructive outcome whatsoever. According to recent reports from both Reuters and the Associated Press, it appears quite likely that in the very near future, specifically within the next day or two, the European nations will formally submit a comprehensive letter to either the United Nations or its esteemed Board of Governors. This crucial submission is intended to officially initiate the controversial snapback mechanism. In effect, the entire process of actively activating this significant mechanism and subsequently returning Iran to the stringent sanctions regime as stipulated under Chapter 7 of the United Nations Charter, will be meticulously carried out within the upcoming month. This will occur unless a truly serious and mutually agreeable understanding or comprehensive agreement is successfully reached between the involved parties, Iran, the European Union, and the United States of America. This means a complete and comprehensive economic blockade of the Islamic Republic of Iran, effectively freezing all of the Islamic Republic's substantial assets held abroad, the distinct possibility for thorough and exhaustive inspection of all flights, ships, and other valuable assets belonging to the Islamic Republic by all United Nations member states, and various other significant measures that have been mentioned repeatedly and extensively. There will be absolutely no sale of any weapons and no provision of any banking or financial services whatsoever. Yes, economically speaking, and considering the significant events that are anticipated to occur after this period, it is widely predicted that Iran's overall economic situation will likely become even more critically challenging than it currently is at this present moment. You might say that things are already really bad, but most likely the situation will get much worse. At the end of the unsuccessful meeting that took place in Geneva between Iran and the Europeans, we saw the price of the dollar surpass the 100,000 toman mark. This clearly shows that the broader market is actively preparing itself for significantly more intense pressure and an even more critically challenging economic situation ahead. But just last week, we also witnessed, quite notably, the closure and the subsequent return of some European ambassadors from Iran. In addition to this, it is important to mention that some embassies either significantly limited their consular services or in some cases completely canceled them altogether. The Austrian embassy suspended its operations, the German embassy limited its activities, and there was also a strange incident in Australia. Australia has claimed that the Islamic Republic of Iran was behind the incident of deliberately setting fire to a synagogue in Melbourne. Today, Australian security forces have announced that the extensive network responsible for setting fire to this particular synagogue in Melbourne, after thoroughly checking their financial accounts and operational transactions, has been conclusively traced back to the Islamic Republic. Even though they themselves didn't even know that the Islamic Republic was behind this matter. As a result, it seems the world is preparing itself for a new issue and increased pressure on the Islamic Republic. All of this is happening while there is still a fragile ceasefire between Iran and Israel. And over the past week, the Western propaganda machine and its media have been sending new signals to the world and to public opinion. These signals suggest that Iran intends to carry out a preemptive strike to repel the West and to start a 12-day war between Iran and Israel. And this time, they plan to use the element of surprise. As a result, the Israelis are pushing forward a scenario based on this idea. In order to prevent a preemptive action by the Islamic Republic, we must attack Iran first. What is being clearly shown is that little by little, the world is indeed preparing itself for a new significant conflict between Iran and Israel. And this is a truly important event that we absolutely need to prepare ourselves for. Although the Islamic Republic is also showing that it has no intention whatsoever of ending this hostility at the moment and considers any negotiations as equivalent to surrender, and does not intend to back down from its positions, which include uranium enrichment, as well as its behavior toward the world order controlled by the West. It wants to continue these confrontations and, as I mentioned in previous videos, believes that in this situation the best option is to choose resistance rather than surrender. But what will be the cost of this resistance for the country? For the people of the country? I don't think it matters much to the rulers of the Islamic Republic. Because if we even truly think for a single moment that the profoundly challenging conditions the country is currently facing from every conceivable angle, economically, socially, politically, and in terms of its vital natural resources, are something that can be fundamentally changed in merely a day or two, or with only a small, superficial reformist action, then we are indeed profoundly mistaken. On the other hand, both domestic and foreign political groups are preparing themselves in various ways, from statements by the Reform Front to different speeches, for a time when the Islamic Republic might be overthrown and everyone is looking for the outcome. It seems that the situation will be very special, and if a miraculous action does not occur in the next few weeks, we should expect both more sanctions and increased economic pressure on the Iranian people, as well as more military conflict. But it seems that this time, the military conflict may not be limited to just military infrastructure. The top military leaders who were on Israel's list of 100 assassination targets, 40 of whom were successfully assassinated, will likely see the list upgraded. They may now target more mid-level personnel within the military, or possibly even political figures, and set new objectives for themselves. Iran may also use newer weapons in this war, if it has them. Although the ongoing and significant upgrading of Israel's sophisticated defense systems, the comprehensive equipping of American military forces with advanced weaponry and strategic resources, and the systematic evacuation of some key American military bases strategically positioned around the volatile region of Iran, all strongly and unequivocally indicate that these potential conflicts are indeed very imminent and could escalate at any moment. I sincerely hope that God will mercifully protect the beloved nation of Iran and all of its resilient people. And in the absolute worst-case scenario, a situation we earnestly pray to avoid, we must simply and resolutely stand together, united in our shared purpose and unwavering in our collective strength. The future belongs to the people of Iran. I hope you found this program useful. Until the next program, I leave you in God's care. May God be with you and protect you. With respect,